Well, what's up? So I'm back here, another update for you. Well, I'll put it over on the tank, and I'll talk as we go here and tell you what I've done, what's worked so far, what hasn't worked, where I'm at with it, and I guess we'll see where we go from there. Some of the things I tried were a total bust. Some worked. Let's get into it, and we'll check it out. All right, so the color is a little bright in here. I got the lights adjusted because I got them in a way where I wanted you to be able to see, you know, the red like this down in the corner down here. It's the only way I could really get the spots that still have it to show up. A few things I did is I had that big wave maker on the side here, which I swapped out for a little one of these. And then over on the other side over here in the back, you can see it back in the, I have the same one. So I have two of them now versus the one big one, which gives me a lot better control. As you can see, the hammer, for example, this is, I just turned the lights back on. It was actually night. I had bad timing on the video, I apologize. But you can see how there's a nice light movement there. It's not like blasting it all to one side like previous videos. So I did do that adjustment. If you look at the previous videos as well, I'm not saying that this had anything to do with the cyano, but you can see like through the hole back in here, I had rocks underneath there and stuff. I've opened that all up so that there's a nice, you know, I've taken rocks out and whatnot, so make sure there's a nice clear flow of water through there, both sides, so there's no dead spots. As you can see, for the most part, I do have the cyano pretty well under control. I mean, there are some areas, if you get little dots and stuff, where, like, if you look under this rock back here, where my finger is, see that little spot in the sand there, a little one there. Around the edge of the glass, you know, if I go, let me see if I can make it big here. Yeah, see, if you look up on this rock up here, there's a couple little specks there yet that haven't gone away. However, it is looking much better. I will say, I do want to, you know, touch base with previous video, you know, where I had mentioned the hydrogen peroxide. I did do that for about 4 days. I really seen no impact. There were some areas where the cyano had kind of, you know, bubbled and broke apart. Some of it floated to the surface, and I was able to take it out. But it really, I can't say that it hurt anything in the tank, and honestly, I don't think it helped anything in the tank. So I just quit that altogether. I did concentrate though on my nitrate and my phosphate for that whole 16:1 ratio. And I believe, honestly, that was the kicker. I apologize for my bird there in the background. Once I got my nitrates, I got them at about 10 ppm, and I've managed them to keep them there. I know that's probably a touch higher than some people want theirs at. I've actually been trying to maintain mine there because they drop on a daily basis for some reason. But my phosphate had climbed and kept climbing, and was climbing every time I raised my nitrates. My phosphate went up. So I've offset the phosphate. I have that down to, well, it's, I think the last reading was, I want to say 0.06 or 0.04. It fluctuates around there. I can't seem to get that to stall out either. However, as long as I'm maintaining these numbers, the cyano seems to be at bay without much effort. Now, I don't, you know, I'm not a scientist. I don't know if this is all just luck, if it was going to go away, you know, on its own. Time will tell. You know, if you look over here where I had the, let me pull it up here closer. In between this rock here, you can still see a couple little tufts of that green hair algae in there, but you can see most of that is actually dissipated as well. I didn't actually even go in and hand pick that out. I just kind of let it, but you you can see it's slowly disappearing. I do have you know, a couple of random larger of those buggers in there yet, but for the most part the shrimp got all the rest. I mean, if you look around on the rock, all the little ones that were in there. So I'm going to have to go in and actually manually fix them. I did have, after I got off of that red, the cyano, I did notice here as well that I do have a couple little bubble algae. Not a lot, but a couple, so I'll probably be getting an emerald crab for that in hopes to try and help take care of that part of it. But it's not a very big update here today. I just wanted to touch base. I know I didn't do a video last week. It was nothing had really looked or changed much different. You know, I was still in the process of switching things. But this is where it's at right now. And for the most part, it is looking, for the cyano wise anyways, it's looking quite well. I know my corals, unfortunately for this video, they're not open and spread out, and that's because I actually just turned the light on here. It was actually off. It was kind of a end of the night thing I'm trying to squeeze into the day. But yeah, so out of what I tried there so far, the only thing I can credit it to would be the, you know, trying to maintain the correct level of nitrate and phosphate, or I don't know if it's correct level or not, but have the correct ratio. That alone seemed to take care of it. So I'm going to keep monitoring that regularly. You know, I'll give you guys an update, tell you if it's come back or if anything's changed. But that's where we're sitting right now. Well, I guess I hope you enjoyed the update. I'll keep you guys informed, you know, if it's, you know, what's going to happen here. You know, as you can see, things are looking good at the moment. Let's hope they continue. You know, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.